Hey everyone, my name is Mo Chen. I work as a data and analytics manager, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to build a truly outstanding data portfolio, a portfolio that includes all of your portfolio projects so you can impress your employers and potential hiring managers and recruiters or whoever you want to. I'm making this video today because I get asked this question over and over and over again. Mo, how do I build a great portfolio? So let me show you. Rather than just saying it, let me actually show you how you can build a great portfolio. So in this video, what you're looking at here right now is gonna be my own template, but please feel free to use any tools that you want to. The key here is not the tool you're gonna use. I use Notion to build a lot of things. You can use whatever you want to. Google Docs, Word doc, PowerPoint, Google Sheets, some other website, code up your own website. I don't care. That's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to show you my methodology behind creating my own portfolio, the one that I use for my own job applications. So again, the tooling is Notion right here, and this is my own Ultimate Data Portfolio template. So this is a template that I created, and you can check it out at mochen.info. But like I said, you don't have to use Notion. You can use whatever tool you want. So the way I'm gonna structure this video is that this is my template. Then what you're looking at here is actually a project from one of my subscribers, David, and he has this data analysis project, which, to be honest, is in Google Doc, and it looks really good. You can see that I can click through the table of contents, data preparation, data gathering, data cleaning steps. Honestly, it looks really clean, but I think I can make it better. So I'll show you what methodologies I would use to make this project better, more presentable, essentially just a better marketing tool for yourself when you're looking for your next data job. So his project, the final product is going to be a Tableau dashboard, and it's going to be this Tableau dashboard right here. There we go. So it's a Tableau dashboard. It's a project on housing prices in the Braga region in Portugal. So David lives in Portugal. I can only presume so. So let me just go back to my own template right here. You can see that I have a pretty nice front page right here, and let me just straight away put David's name in here. So David's data portfolio. Let me just correct this a little bit as well. David's data portfolio, and I have a start here button that I use for my own portfolio. And what happens here essentially is just I embed a Loom, a video recording walking my audience. In this case, it can be hiring managers, potential recruiters, through my own portfolio. So you can embed a Loom, and then you just basically have your own video and you just walk your audience through. I would say keep it under 90 seconds because you can just tell them that these are the kind of projects that I worked on in my portfolio. They showcase these kinds of data analysis skills and techniques, and these are the technical skills that I have, and these are the soft skills that I have, and this is the domain knowledge that I have. So I have navigation buttons within Notion, but like I said, you can create this in whatever tool you want to. So back to the homepage, contact info, resume, and then you can add your email, you can add your location and LinkedIn profile link. So I'm not gonna add that, but you can obviously add in your LinkedIn profile link. So mine is gonna be, well, my handle is at mo-chen1. That's my LinkedIn handle right here. I don't wanna mention anyone. And then my resume link, let's say it sits somewhere in Google Drive. So Google Drive somewhere. You can add your email as well. So let's say David's email. I'll make up an imaginary email, david.gmail or david@gmail.com. And then in Notion, you can adjust anything and everything you want to. So I'm gonna select orange text to match the other text colors that I have. And for location, I'll just put in Portugal, for example, or I could even put Braga because he was quite specific that he was looking at the housing market in Braga. So again, I'll make this orange. And then let me move on. So technical skills, this is the section, it's just a general section. And in my template, you can see here that I give you some guidelines. So I say explore all your technical skills. Don't just say Python, say what you can do with it. So data manipulation using Python, or data visualization using Python, so on and so forth. So let me look at David's project and let's see what kind of tools he used. So he used Excel, Power Query, SQL, and Tableau. All right, so I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna take the liberty to give David some great skills. So I'll say data visualization using Excel, and then I'll say database management with SQL. And then what else did he have here? He had Power Query, so I could probably also say data cleaning with Power Query, and then data visualization with Tableau as well. I had data visualization twice here, so let me maybe put data analysis using Excel. But the point of this is not to create the perfect portfolio here for David. I'm just trying to show you the possibilities of what you could do with your own portfolio. And then next to it, you have soft skills, right? So this is the bit where you can add on, you know, whatever skills you have. So it could be like 5 years of the financial services industry experience. And then you could also probably add in, I don't know, communication, data, story telling, so on and so forth. You can add a section on soft skills as well, because they also matter. Now, if you scroll down, this is where the projects section start. And by default, I have 5 in my portfolio. So you'll see that if I click into it, these are my 5 projects. So these are actually my projects, and you can have them as default if you use my Ultimate Data Portfolio, but these are to be deleted. So it's just to show you what good looks like. So let me go back to the homepage. What's cool about this template is that I made it easy for myself to create projects as well, because when you see here, when I go to new and hit the drop down, I have various templates to choose from. So let me just see what kind of project David is creating here. Let me go back to his project. So it's going to be a Tableau project, but it involves other things as well, I guess. So he opens Google Chrome, installs some Rose extension, and then he gets his data, exports the data as an Excel file, verifies the data in Excel, uses Power Query to clean the data, but the key findings are going to be in Tableau. So it's going to be in his Tableau dashboard right here. So I'm going to say, for the sake of simplicity, this is a Tableau project. So I'm gonna hit new Tableau project, and all I have to do is wait a couple seconds for the template to auto-populate. So I did all the magic behind this already, thankfully. But obviously you can do any kind of automation, you know, in Google Doc, Google Sheets, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, or whatever tools there are out there. Nowadays, you could probably do this even in Canva if you wanted to. So give the project a meaningful name, housing market analysis in Braga, for example. That's the name I gave it. Project type is going to be data visualization, but I think there's data cleaning here. Data analysis, sure. So there's all of that. Description, let's see, what should my description be? Let me go back to David's project, and then let's see if there's some motivation behind this. So about the project, recently some couples asked me to assist them in gaining more knowledge about the Braga district in Portugal, and they were interested in knowing about the prices of houses. So, well, for the description, again, I can just put investigating housing prices in the Braga district in Portugal. Okay, link. So this is, I actually created this bit where you can put in a link to your GitHub or your Tableau dashboard in this case. So say, for example, if I had this link right here. So if I go back, I can copy this link. And once I copy this link, I can go back here and I can actually insert my link. Done. And then there's also data files that you can choose. So I actually have this data, and it's an Excel file. So let me just find it quickly. I actually forgot where I put it, but I can choose the file. So if I go into my downloads, and it's going to be this file, house prices final. Let me open that file. And all that's happening is that I uploaded my Excel file into this Notion template as well. So everything in one place, which I think is fantastic. So if you go through this, you have the description, the tool, you use the technical tool, which is Tableau, and then you have the project type, data visualization, data cleaning, data analysis. You have the link to the Tableau dashboard, and then you also have the data set all in one place. Isn't that amazing? All right, so we also obviously have the navigation bar. So if I click on homepage, it'll take me back to home, and now you can see that this is the housing market analysis in Braga. And on the front page, you can also change the picture. Clearly, your name data portfolio is not a good cover for David's data portfolio. So I can go in here and then I'll just select a random image from Unsplash as and when it loads. Let's type in data, for example. All right, okay, that looks good. I just chose this random image. You can obviously create your own. I did. You can do it too if you want to. Let me go back to this project. And again, let me change the cover here as well. So this was about Tableau, I believe. So if I type in Tableau, oh, it's got nothing on Tableau, but maybe if I type in houses. All right, so let me just, I'll find this house. I'm really not too fussed. This will do. Let me reposition it. Okay, that's a house. And the next thing you can do here, everything is customizable in Notion. So for example, you could change the icons as well to whatever you wanted to. I'm not going to do this. In this case, I'm just going to show you what I would do easily and quickly to make this project good. So another image here, you could change it if you wanted to. You could insert any image you want to. Please do when you make your own portfolio. But I straight away move on to this bit. So the summary, oh, I don't want to explain this. So, oh God, yes, I would like to discard that AI response. So I move on to the summary section where I define the goal, the process, and the insights. So the goal of this is obviously to investigate or determine housing market prices in Braga, Portugal. Process, and then this is where we could go back to David's file and we could talk about, you know, what he did. I think he talked about, let me just quickly scan through this one. He cleaned some data and then he had some key findings, right? So I think he used rows extension. So I'm not gonna detail it too much here, but what he did, he gathered some data and then he cleaned the data and then he analyzed the data and then he visualized the data. Obviously use better words, but you'll get the gist of it, and I'll show you what I mean. I just don't want to type the whole thing out. So if I go back to one of my projects, actually, these don't have pictures because I took all of them off, but let's take this bank customer churn one, for example. You can see that I clearly wrote this up way better. It's a well-known fact that it's a lot more expensive to attract new customers compared to retaining the current ones, which is why bank customer churn is really important. I clearly wrote up the process as well, and then you get the insights straight away. So this is something you should do too. So if I move back onto this project, right here in the insight section, I think I can quickly already add some stuff because I saw that David included some insights right at the end of his project. So if I go into here, I have key findings. Braga is not the most expensive region. Median prices vary across regions and the price per square meter differs for houses and apartments. So that's perfect for me. I can be lazy. I'm gonna copy and I'm just gonna paste this right in. So Braga is not the most expensive region. That's conclusion number one. Median prices vary across the region. Right here. Let me just go back. There we go. And then what was the third conclusion David made? The price per square meter differs for houses and apartments. All right, so let me copy this one in as well, paste as plain text. And there you go. So when someone lands on your project straight away, it looks nice. They know the description, what tool you worked with, what kind of project this is. So it's a data visualization, cleaning, and analysis project. They have a link to your Tableau dashboard, and then they can also include the data set, or you can also include the data set so they can use the data set if they want to. They quickly see the summary, so they see the goal of your project, the process, and the insights. And then next up is just really elaborating on your results. So result one, I could literally just take this from here. Braga is not the most expensive region, and I can just copy it in here. Let me just match the font type I have, so I think it's bold, and I made this one blue right here. And then all you have to do is just give it a little bit of a description here. So you could say a little Braga is not the most expensive region because, and then you'll know the most about your project. You can give me some pointers and, you know, you can start listing whatever those reasons are. You can list it. that's not the point of this video. It's just to show you how you can structure your own portfolio, and obviously you could include your own image. So let me delete this image. I can grab one from David actually, so I could absolutely grab this image. Can I save it? Probably not, so I can screenshot it. So if I go in here, let me just grab this. And then I know for a fact that this one is gonna be in my screenshots somewhere. So let me just go back here, and I'm gonna include this picture right here. So there you go. You can see that I just embedded this picture. I can align it in the center, and I could, you know, make it bigger, I think, if I wanted to, right here. There you go. And then now you have this very low resolution picture. Obviously, if I didn't take a screenshot of it and I had the original picture, everything would look much nicer. And then result number 2, again, I'm literally just gonna go up here to my summary. Median prices vary across the region. So let me come in here, and then all I'm gonna do is paste this one in. Again, I'm gonna make this bold, and I'm gonna make it blue right here. And then you can again describe this in much more detail. You could delete this picture, and then you could put in a high res image of whatever that is. So in this case, if I take David's, median prices vary across the regions, and I just don't think I can download this image. So I'm gonna have to take another screenshot, which is gonna be relatively low resolution. I do not recommend you do this in your own portfolio, but I'm gonna insert it, and you can see it's low res, but you can see what's happening roughly. Obviously, put in a high resolution image in your own portfolio. And just for completeness sake, let me put in result 3 as well, which is gonna be the price per square meter differs from 4 houses and apartments. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Very good conclusion, David. Let me just copy this one in. I'll make this bold, and I'll make it blue as well. And then you can elaborate further here with points. And Notion, you can do so many things in Notion. So they're not sponsoring this video. They're not a sponsor of mine, but you can see that you can put in to-do lists, headings, bulleted lists, toggle lists. So you can make it whatever you want to, your own portfolio, should you wish to do that. So say, for example, I could do a toggle list, which I quite like doing, and then I could toggle list points, and then you can literally just start listing your points. So point 1, point 2, and then if you can just close it. How cool is that? So this is what you can also do, and then obviously replace this image as well. Let me just remove this image so I can delete this one, and then I move back here. Let me take a screenshot of this as well. So David clearly showed us that there is a huge difference between house prices for houses and apartments. If I put this one in, I think I actually put it in the toggle list, you see, within Notion, so I put it in the toggle list. But you can, of course, drag it, and you can move it out as well. So if I put it here, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be out. Oh, it's actually out of the entire thing. That's not what I wanted to do. So I want it to remain within the dark background. And there you go. It was that simple to create this portfolio. You can spend a lot more time to make it a lot nicer, but if you go through the basics of it, so you can see that you land on a very nice page. You have some contact information, you have your resume, your LinkedIn profile, you have your email, your location, you list your technical skills, your soft skills, and then you can have all of your projects right here in such a nice way. It just makes sense to build a great data portfolio, not necessarily just for the times when you're looking for your next job. I think it's just a nice professional portfolio to have on you. So I really like having my own, and I always urge and recommend others to do the same. And let me just show you one more cool thing actually. So obviously this was super high level, the way I built this portfolio so far. But if you go into it, what I like about this type of setup is that this is simple enough for anyone to understand. So whether you're technical or non-technical, it doesn't matter. It contains all of the links to the data sets, to the Tableau dashboard, to whatever you want to, you can include it within here. But when you scroll to the bottom of this, so when you scroll all the way to the end, you see that above navigation bar, I have this detailed report section. And this comes with the template as well. So everything is pre-populated in my Ultimate Data Portfolio. And then you can see here that you can include so many things: project summary, project environment, scope and project steps, data sources and data gathering, data checks and summary metrics. So I built all of these templates for myself already, and you can have it too if you want to. You can check it out at mochen.info. And it just helps me so much when I'm making a new project, because all I have to do is literally go to my homepage, and then I go to new, I select the various templates that I already created, and then I created one for other as well, just in case, I have like a project where I'm using multiple tools, or it can be using multiple cloud providers and whatnot, and then I just use that. And that's about it. That's how I would build a data portfolio using Notion. Like I said, I am not sponsored by Notion. They are not sponsoring this video. I just like using Notion. I built my own Ultimate Data Portfolio in Notion that you can check out at mochen.info. What else can I say? If you enjoyed this video, you should probably also check out my newsletter, and you should also check out Mo's office hours. Everything is on my website. You should also probably look at these videos right here. Thank you so much for taking a little time out of your day to watch this, and I shall see you in the next one.